Today's episode will be a tutorial to provide you with the basic information you need to install Edge drivers on your SmartThings Hub. I'll give information on the steps that you need to take to enroll your SmartThings or Aeotec Hub in the SmartThings Edge Beta Channel. I will then demonstrate the steps you must take to enroll an Edge driver. The example device that I will enroll is the Z-Wave Dome Siren. If you've been following my channel, you've seen instructions for installing a custom device type handler for the Dome Siren. Custom device type handlers, which I'll refer to as custom DTHs, provide increased functionality on smart devices. This is the reason many SmartThings users have installed custom DTHs. However, custom DTHs will be eliminated with the termination of the SmartThings Groovy IDE. Therefore, assuming you have installed one or more custom device type handlers, you are encouraged to take some steps to ensure that any device with a custom device type handler is ready to migrate to the Edge driver environment. I have previously provided options which the SmartThings developers have recommended for preparing your devices for migration. This information was given in my most recent video titled SmartThings Edge News and Edge Driver Resource Links. If you haven't watched that video, please take the time to do so. I provide Edge driver conversion information and timelines, as well as numerous Edge driver resources that you will find useful for preparing your SmartThings or Aeotec Hub for the transition to the Edge driver environment. Okay, now let's get into the information that you need to enroll your SmartThings or Aeotec Hub in the SmartThings Edge Beta Channel. But first, as a general disclaimer, to install Edge drivers, you must join the SmartThings Edge Beta Channel and give SmartThings permission to install code to your SmartThings Hub. Installing code to any device always comes with a certain element of risk. If you're not familiar with the term beta, beta software refers to computer software that is undergoing testing and has not been officially released. Typically, beta releases come with the understanding that there may be certain glitches in the software. Therefore, I urge you to carefully review the information contained within the link provided in the description below this video titled Things to Know before you decide to enroll your hub in the SmartThings Beta Channel. Bud's Smart Home accepts no responsibility for any negative outcomes to your hub as a result of enrolling in the beta program and implementing drivers discussed in today's episode. Also, when considering to enroll your hub, consider the number of custom DTHs you have as part of the justification to pursue this measure. If you only have a couple, it's likely that SmartThings will automatically migrate your devices for you by converting your device to a stock DTH and then assigning the appropriate Edge driver. So not to worry if you only have a couple of devices which have custom device type handlers. Lastly, assuming that you do decide to enroll in the beta program, your priority should be to install those Edge drivers which will replace any custom device type handlers that you may have installed. Again, if you have not installed any custom device type handlers, then you should not be concerned about participating in the beta program. Why? If all you've done is install devices via your SmartThings app, then more than likely the devices which you have installed are controlled by a stock device type handler. The developers have or will soon have dedicated Edge drivers to which your devices with stock device type handlers will be migrated. Device migration is done automatically and seamlessly between now and the end of the Groovy ID interface, which is to occur by December 31st of this year. In other words, if most of your devices have stock drivers, then you should be fine for the conversion to Edge. Even if you have a few devices with custom device type handlers, you can still eliminate the custom device type handler and replace it with a stock device type handler without the need to enroll in the beta channel. You can do this by deleting the custom device type handler, then deleting your device, and then re-onboarding your device and allow the SmartThings app to assign the best stock device type handler. Just be aware that when taking this approach, it is likely that you may lose some of the additional functionality that was available by installing the custom device type handler. So to summarize, joining the SmartThings Edge Beta Channel should only be considered if you have a lot of custom device type handlers for which you want to find a compatible Edge driver, which is going to give you some or all of the increased capabilities that were gained when you installed the custom device type handler. So with that huge disclaimer out of the way, assuming you have decided that you want to join the SmartThings Edge Beta Channel, then click on the link in the description below titled SmartThings Edge Beta Channel. After clicking on that link, you'll be asked to sign into your SmartThings account. Please take the time to review the terms of service before enrolling in the channel. Then accept the beta channel invitation by choosing your intended target hub and then click on the word enroll. You will note that I have already enrolled in the beta program, so my only option here is to unenroll. Once enrolled, you may click on the button that says Available Drivers. You will note that the SmartThings Drivers beta channel provides a considerable number of SmartThings Edge drivers. You'll need to review and install any Edge driver which corresponds to the types of devices you have installed on your hub. As you can see, I have enrolled several of these drivers for my hub. If you're not sure whether certain drivers are compatible with your installed devices, keep in mind that you can always try the driver to see if it works. If you find that the driver doesn't work, you can always revert back to the stock device type handler, or you can try to enroll in different Edge drivers and test their functionality with your device. Just know that each time you want to try a different driver, you must delete, then reinstall your device on your SmartThings or Aeotec Hub. So let me give you a pro tip here. Before you delete any of your devices, please understand that when you delete a device, you delete all associated routines that use that device. So if you want to preserve those routines prior to deleting a device, find your device in the app, open the device, and at the bottom of the device screen, you'll see a link titled Routines. When you click on the word Routines, you will see all the routines associated with that device. It's a very good idea to edit your routines and to remove the device that you intend to delete and put in its place another device as a temporary placeholder, and then save your routine. Then once your device is deleted, reinstalled, and working with the new Edge driver, you can then reinsert your device back into the routine, thereby preserving all your routines. So with your hub enrolled into the SmartThings Edge Driver Beta channel, you can now begin the process of finding all the appropriate drivers for your devices. Now this is where it begins to get more difficult because there are a number of community members, developers, and device manufacturers scrambling to develop Edge drivers, and there's quite a bit of confusion concerning which drivers match your specific devices. Some driver channels include links to driver fingerprints. When opening the various links, you can see a list of device manufacturers, including the various model numbers. This fingerprint list can be reviewed to determine if the driver you intend to install is compatible with your device. I encourage you to review my most recent video titled SmartThings Edge News and Edge Driver Resource Links. Within this video, I provide a list of Edge driver resources. These Edge driver resources will help you source the appropriate Edge driver for your current smart devices. Just be mindful that many of these devices are in the development stage, and therefore they may not provide you with all the functionality that was available in your former custom device type handler. Just be aware that you can unenroll the driver if it's not functioning properly, and you can revert back to the stock or custom device type handler. Also, I encourage you to connect with the SmartThings community to ask questions if you need guidance. I do this myself because, like most of you, I find much of this confusing, and I'm just learning as I go along. Okay, next I'm going to show you the steps I took to replace my Dome Siren custom device type handler with the official Dome Edge driver. If you've watched my former videos and you installed the Dome Custom Handler, you know that the Dome Custom Device Type Handler gave the device several enhanced capabilities that were not available in the stock Device Type Handler. The official Dome Edge driver provides these same enhanced capabilities. So if you want to enroll your Dome Edge driver, the first step is to remove the installed Dome Custom Device Type Handler from your SmartThings account. You do this by signing into your SmartThings account, and then once you're in the Groovy IDE, you want to select the My Device Handlers tab. Next, find the appropriate custom device type handler in the list, and then click on the Device Properties button on the far left of the installed handler. Once the property screen loads, you will then scroll down to the bottom and then click on the Delete button. This removes the custom device type handler, but it does not delete your device. You then need to delete your device by going within the My Devices tab in the Groovy IDE, or you may delete the device from within your SmartThings app. Just remember to take the steps to preserve your routines that are associated with the device before you delete the device from your hub. Now, since the Dome Siren is a Z-Wave device, you also need to run the Z-Wave Exclusion utility found within the SmartThings app. Let me show you how to find the Z-Wave Exclusion utility. Okay, to begin Exclusion in your SmartThings app, you want to find your hub and click on your hub. So we'll do that. And then in here, you want to go to the top to the ellipsis, click on that. And then you'll select Z-Wave Utilities in the list. And that's loading. And then you'll just tap on Z-Wave Exclusion. To begin Exclusion on the Dome Siren, tap on the pairing button on the rear of the siren 3 times and the siren's lights will begin to flash. You may need to do this a couple of times to exclude the device. By the way, I know it's very difficult to remember instructions for pairing or excluding Z-Wave devices within your hub. I have discovered a great resource for obtaining this information. Below this video, you'll see a video link to the Catalog of Certified Z-Wave Products. This site is a good source for Z-Wave device specs and manufacturers' product manuals. You will be able to source most Z-Wave devices. The manuals and the device details found via this site should provide the instructions for exclusion and inclusion of your Z-Wave devices. Once the device is deleted and excluded from your hub, you are now ready to install the Edge driver. Pro tip here, if a matching Edge driver is not found using the resources I provided in my former video, you should search the SmartThings community forum to see if you can find a driver channel invitation link for the specified device. Now, assuming you want to install the Edge driver for the Dome Siren, you will now click on the Dome channel link provided in the description below this video. The link is titled Dome Edge Driver Invitation. Now, just like enrolling in the beta channel, once you're in the Dome Edge driver channel, you will click on the word enroll to accept and enroll your hub in the driver channel. As you see, I am already enrolled. Next, you'll need to click on available drivers and select install to install the Dome driver. Note that you will be able to verify all installed drivers by going to your app, clicking on your hub icon, and then select the ellipsis in the upper right hand corner of your screen and click on the word driver in the drop-down list. You should be able to view your newly enrolled Dome driver within the installed Edge driver list. Also note that you can use this driver interface to enable additional Edge drivers. With the Dome driver enrolled, you can now install the Dome Siren via your SmartThings app. Just select Add a Device and then scan nearby for devices. You must tap on the button on the back of your device 3 times to begin device pairing. The app will seek and install the Dome Edge driver. Once the SmartThings app discovers your Dome Siren, you may click on the device to open up the device screen. Then click on the ellipsis to confirm that the drop-down list now contains the word driver. You may also confirm that your device is Edge driver enabled by opening your Groovy IDE, and under the My Devices tab, you will see that the Dome Siren's type is listed as placeholder. Devices listed with the type of placeholder have already been converted to an Edge driver within your SmartThings account. Now to finish up, just add the Dome Siren back into your routines. Just insert Dome Siren in place of the dummy device that you used as a placeholder and then save your routine. Also remember that if you are using third-party apps like SharpTools, you'll need to re-add the device and grant permissions for the app to use your reinstalled device. And finally, if your device was used in your SmartThings Home Monitor, you also need to go into your SmartThings Home Monitor and add your device back in there as well. So that's it. You now have the basic steps and the resources to begin to find and install Edge drivers. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a like. Doing so greatly helps my channel. And as always, keep automating, and God bless.